V-Mart Retail in the black for the March quarter. The quarter on the operational front was weak as well. The drop in EBITDA as well as margins. Let's discuss the quarter gone by and whether that was a one-off and whether the outlook ahead could be better. Anand Agarwal, the CFO of the company, joins us right now on the show. Anand, good having you. Thanks much for joining in. What happened in quarter four?
Hi, good morning. I think quarter four has not been as strong as we've been seen in the past, and primarily we've seen a weak Jan and Feb end of sales season period. However, having said that, I think the festival period of Holi was exceptionally bright and very, very good, and in fact the quarter four therefore gave us a same store sales growth of almost 3.5%, which was not bad considering a base of around 7% of last year. The provision that we took against unfortunate investment in security of around 7.5 crores for the quarter made the quarter look slightly more dampening, but otherwise we still remain very bullish, and we've seen some good numbers coming in May this year, and I think the market overall looks still promising, and we still progress on the path to open more and more stores as we progress ahead.
Okay, so is the belief, or if I can ask you, whether the months of April and May have shown a bit of a different performance metric compared to what happened in Jan and Feb? Because it seems to me that Jan and Feb were aberrations as per your answer.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, April also has not been very, very optimistic because of the uncertainty related to the elections and the general disturbance going on because of the election schedule. But otherwise, in the month of May, we have seen some good numbers coming in. The early results have been very, very good. And as I mentioned, I think we still look forward to a good festival season of Eid. And coupled with the fact that this year we have a lot of marriage dates, especially in the month of May and June as compared to last year, we should see good progress and good numbers coming in for this quarter.
Would that buoyancy result in an improvement in the EBITDA performance or the margin performance as well? That also took a bit of a stick, I would reckon, in large due to business reasons. But would you expect a return to normalcy starting the Q1 of the current financial itself?
Yeah, I think it should be there because the market still remains, while Jan, Feb and part of April was slightly subdued, but we have seen some customers now coming back into the market. There was certain distraction because of elections, but the festival season and the marriage season looks upbeat as of now, and hopefully we should see better results and normalcy back to the numbers going forward.
Okay, just wondering, a more industry specific perspective. We've seen this now happening with businesses across the retail chain, be it grocery, be it non-grocery, or overall lifestyle stores as well. Flipkart is opening its own grocery store. The same store sales growth for a bunch of your peers, large, your size, small, are all starting to come off a bit as well. What's happening with this industry, Mr. Agarwal? Is there a bit of maturity that the space is reaching, or a bit of a plateauing that the space is reaching before the next leg of upgrowth starts?
No, I don't think so. It's a correction or it's a structural change. I think my sense is that in the last 6 odd months, post November, we've seen slight slackness in the demand across. So whether it is the automotive segment or the consumer segment or the retail segment, you are absolutely right. You would have noticed that there is a trend which has happened, and there is some sort of a shortage in money supply or consumption patterns across industries. And while at the same time, the consumer is still there, and the demands are still there, and I think this was a period of transition, and consumption should be back, and there is no reason why the demand and the growth which normally is associated with consumption should not be back. So I don't see this as a permanent change or a permanent shift, but probably a transition which is happening and should get over soon.
Okay, we leave it at that, Mr. Agarwal. Thank you so much and all the best. I do hope that this quarter numbers itself start showing that change in sentiment for you as a company.
Thank you.